he still hasn't apologized. He's now ran out of time to apologize and get a more lenient sentence here, higher trial process, and make his sentencing even harsher because he's not pleading guilty.
Because for its clouds, and also desecrating the statue that memorializes. I know where his house is, but I'm not sure if you go to other places. Now, if you want to go around and harass people just for clout, or just do something really stupid in public, get a life or do something.
I got one surprise. I'm gonna leave this here. They think that they can defeat me. These Koreans, they can defeat Johnny Somali.
I'm really not scared of anything. There's a fear of the unknown. I've been in foreign prison before, and if I have to do it again, I will.
Guys, Johnny Somali is just getting into more trouble, and South Koreans are now desperate to punish him. Yes, you heard that right. Johnny Somali is now being restricted by South Korea from all sides. Not only that, but South Korean people are fully ready and making new moves to punish Johnny Somali.
If you want to go around and harass people just for clout, or just do something really stupid in public, get a life or do something.
They're even trying to release a documentary that will completely expose him, and it's not only Johnny Somali who's facing trouble here. If that documentary gets released, Ice Poseidon's crimes will also be exposed. At least that's what people are saying. So right now, South Koreans are trying to completely destroy Johnny Somali, and this time he might finally learn a lesson. Is it actually going to happen or not? Let's watch till the end.
So as you know, after Johnny Somali's last trial, where he faced a massive loss because everything was against him and all his plans were destroyed, his disrespect towards South Koreans has not been forgotten. What Johnny Somali said and did before is still in people's minds, as he disrespected South Korea and the South Korean public multiple times.
Japan, come back and take Korea. You know what I gotta do for these Koreans? These Koreans wanna put me in war in jail? I got one surprise. I'm gonna leave this here. Hold on. They think that they can defeat me. These Koreans, they can defeat Johnny Somali.
When the South Korean people literally tried to restrict Johnny Somali, he did shady things, countered with his bad comments, mocked the people, and brutally disrespected everyone.
Do you admit the charges? Is there anything you want to say? Do you admit the charges? Don't you want to apologize?
I love North.
But those days are over. Now I appreciate that South Koreans are standing up. They are totally against Johnny Somali and want him punished. As you know, a guy even punched Johnny Somali before.
Police station right now. What the are you doing? Why don't you talk and have a conversation?
And now, in a video from creator Atozi, the same guy who punched Johnny Somali named Jung Do has just exposed everything about Johnny Somali and revealed what the actual intentions of the South Koreans are against him. You can watch it in that video.
So the reason why I did it is because he was assaulting people in my country. Just by his behavior, it just made me feel like furious. Made me go like blind rage just by harassing women and children and elderly people because for its clouds, and also desecrating the statue that memorializes women who were forced into by Japanese imperials, which by the way most of them are underage. So after he did that, I just like, you know, screw it, I'm just gonna risk it.
Honestly, I want to say this. If any South Korean truly loves their country, then they can't just take lightly what Johnny Somali did in South Korea to the people and to their culture. It was beyond disrespectful. Johnny Somali has been doing shady crimes all over the world, wherever he goes, disrespecting everyone. So I think if anyone attacks Johnny Somali, I can't directly say I appreciate it, but at the same time I also can't fully blame what South Koreans want to do or the punishment they tried to give him before. Now you better understand. There's also this guy who literally explained what the true intentions of South Koreans are against Johnny Somali and how Johnny's own behavior forced them to act that way.
Yeah, where everyone's just sick of him. Most people recognize him for wrong reasons. Johnny was live streaming. I decided to call my friends, so we started to gather in the Discord call and told them, guys, this guy is streaming, we gotta figure where this guy is. I know where his house is, but I'm not sure if you go to other places that I'm not familiar with. So, and all of a sudden I was like filled with just adrenaline coming up.
And he even gave advice to Johnny Somali on what he should actually do if he really wants to escape from South Korea.
If you want to go around and harass people just for clout, or just do something really stupid in public, get a life or do something.
So yeah, literally when anyone sees this clip, they will say what the South Korean people did to Johnny Somali was actually what he deserved. And honestly, I agree with the South
South Koreans' mindset. And as I said before, some people are now exposing Johnny Somali and Ice Poseidon. Sources are saying that it's going to be unbiased and reveal the full truth about both of them. If this documentary gets released, then Johnny Somali could face even more trouble in South Korea. In fact, on the channel named Culture Brat, they've already launched a trailer for it. You can find it on YouTube as well. I really appreciate this move by the South Korean people because it could expose them even more. And now, in a video, Atozi revealed that Johnny Somali has still not shown any regret and is not pleading guilty. So according to sources, he will face the maximum consequences.
He still hasn't apologized. He's now ran out of time to apologize and get a more linear sentence here because for some reason he just keeps doubling down. His whole strategy here does not make sense because he was hit with 8 charges. And while that could make sense if you're in the US, here in Korea, under his circumstances, that does not make sense whatsoever because he's ran out of money. He's using Hank's money to keep paying for his own attorney. And this is only going to prolong the entire trial process and make his sentencing even harsher because he's not pleading guilty.
So as you can see, both the public and experts are clear. Johnny Somali realistically cannot fight back. His career in South Korea is likely over. But what was Johnny Somali's own intention? What did he say before all this happened? As you might remember, or maybe not, Johnny Somali himself said that if he somehow managed to escape, he wouldn't chase clout anymore. Instead, he planned to get a proper job. You can see him saying this in the video.
Even if I did shut it off and say I quit this Johnny Somali character, I'm just gonna go back to being Ramsey. I'm gonna use my finance degree and go start a business or get a normal job and live a peaceful life back at home in America. I feel like I've had so many experiences that have been life-changing, and the resiliency it's given me, like really what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I've been through a lot of shit, and I feel like if I quit, what was the point of it?
Honestly, I don't know if Johnny Somali will actually survive in prison or not. As you know, he once claimed that he's escaped from many prisons before and that he isn't afraid of it at all.
Maybe it affected the part of my brain that has like the self-preservation or the fear part, you know? Because I'm really not scared of anything. There's a fear of the unknown. I've been in foreign prison before, and if I have to do it again, I will.
So that's Johnny Somali's main point. He said multiple times that he has stayed in prison before. So if the South Koreans also punish him, he's actually not afraid of it. But I want to ask you this. What do you think after hearing that? Does what Johnny Somali is saying make any sense? Or from your perspective, do you think there's still a big chance that Johnny Somali could actually escape easily? People all over are deeply concerned about Johnny Somali. No one wants him to escape justice. Everyone wants Johnny Somali to face the consequences of his actions.
Do you know who Johnny Somali is?
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't know?
Do you have any opinions or thoughts about his situation?
I mean, he fucked around and he found out, so that's how it is.
Not a fan. Nope. I think he needs to pay the price. It's about time. He's gotten away with it everywhere he's gone without any repercussions. He needs to do time.
I think we should lock him up. I think when he came to Korea, he got beat up, actually. I don't want to say he deserved it because obviously violence is not the way, but he kind of deserved it. I don't know.
And he want to go to China next time. If he go to China, nope. I really want him to like get back. You know, I don't want him back in like more in Asia country. He's so disrespectful, so I don't like him.
So as you can see, people from all over the world are frustrated with Johnny Somali and his shady actions. That's why everyone wants consequences for him. So guys, what do you think after all of this? Are the South Koreans actually going to be able to punish Johnny Somali, or will Johnny Somali and his allies suddenly pull something that makes the situation even worse? What do you think about all of this? Let me know.